2004 Toyota 4Runner. This is considered a 4th generation 4Runner. We bought this new in 2003, and this has been our go-to family hauler anytime the 6 of us need to go places. This SUV has some interesting and unique features built into it. Some of them are creative and crafty, right? And some of them just leave you scratching your head as to what the designers were thinking about. Let me jump inside, we'll show you around a little bit. This is a 2004, so there's nothing wild or outrageous about the interior, but once you start looking a little deeper, you start seeing some of the weird quirks and nuances that make this thing unique. Some of them that we knew about ever since we bought the car, and some we're still learning about. Like any center console, at the very front of the lid, there's like a tab, and you pull the tab up, the lid lifts up, and inside is your storage center. What's unique about this center console, however, is at the very front of the console lid, you can flip it forward and you instantly have a lunch tray big enough to hold burger and fries. On the underside of the center console lid, there's an indentation area, and this area is specifically designed to hold a box of tissues, but not just any tissues. It has to be Toyota brand tissues, which fit this indent area and the recessed area perfectly. But you can also get a little crafty with a regular box of Kleenex. You can trim it a little bit and make it fit that spot perfectly. In the back seat, on the floor, behind the center console, there's this outlined area in the light gray plastic. If you look closely, at the very bottom, there's a little grab handle. You pull that handle, this thing snaps into place, and Toyota considers this to be an umbrella holder. But if you look at the tabs on the side, and the same with the other side, there's bags that you can buy from Toyota. The bags fit into this slot. It hangs down to the floor, and this becomes a trash receptacle. In front of the gear selector is your cup holder, and in the cup holder at the center divider are these little arms that pull out that gently hug your soft drink so it doesn't fall over. But say you're drinking a Big Gulp today and the Big Gulp won't fit in this cup holder, well, the center divider comes out. It can be moved over into another position, or it can be taken out entirely and you can use this space as a storage cubby. In front of the passenger seat is the glove compartment, and nothing unusual about it. You have your owner's manual and other things in here. But if you look above on the ceiling of the glove compartment, there's a little tab. You flip the tab down, and then you have a little hidden storage compartment, big enough for a wallet, papers, or other things that you want to keep out of sight. This might be the first vehicle of this era that I know of, at least, that made smoking an option. And in lieu of a ashtray and a cigarette lighter, this little area, which normally would have been the ashtray, then became a storage cubby and a 12-volt power port. And one of the more unique features is actually the front passenger seat itself. And if you simply remove the headrest, push the front seat as forward as possible, it reclines flat to make a bed. And so now those late night visits with your favorite lady friend no longer requires a trip to the hotel. And this might explain why the tissues are under the center console and the trash can in the back. Like 4Runner has done for decades now, the back window is retractable, and this button here on the center console controls the up and down movement of the window. But with the key in the key slot in the tailgate, a click to the left unlocks all the doors and lowers the window. The flick to the right locks all 4 doors and raises the window too. Or you could use the button on the key fob. Also, something unique about 4Runners of this era is that the button to open the liftgate is underneath the emblem. It's electric. You push it once, it unlocks, and you can raise the gate. And closing the gate requires you never to have to slam it again, as it's a soft close as well. You just get it close, and it sucks itself in. On the roof is a luggage rack, like you would expect any SUV to have, but this luggage rack has little thumb wheels on the cross members that allow you to slide the cross members forward and backwards in order to snug up those suitcases sitting on the roof. And this last one, I don't know if I like it or dislike it, but if the 4Runner is already locked and on the remote you hit unlock, you have 30 seconds to open up one of the doors. If you don't open the door within that time frame, the 4Runner will automatically relock each of the 5 doors. All right, that is the quirks and features. Wait a minute, wrong video. That's my 4Runner. Hope you liked it. I'll see you tomorrow.